Welcome back to Conservative Direct. In today's edition of Trump being Trump, reports are flying that the Donald told Justin Trudeau, if your tariffs destroy Canada, and the country can't survive without ripping off the US to the tune of $100 billion a year, then Canada should just become our 51st state. Oh, and he sweetened the deal by offering Trudeau the position of governor. How's that for the art of the deal? So could Canada actually join the United States? Let's break it down. First off, this is peak MAGA energy, folks. Trump drops the mic on Trudeau with a deal so bold it's borderline genius. You've got to admire the swagger. This is exactly the kind of tough negotiator we want in America's corner. Forget Trudeau's limp handshakes and overly apologetic speeches. Trump's out here making power moves. Art of the deal, baby. Now, before we all start redesigning the American flag to include that maple leaf, let's dive into whether this could actually happen. Believe it or not, the idea of Canada joining the United States isn't new. Back in the 19th century, there were movements on both sides of the border for annexation. Some Canadians wanted to join America for economic opportunity, and some Americans thought annexing Canada would be the ultimate manifest destiny power move. You know, go big or go home. Check out the history, it's wild stuff. Alright, let's get serious for a second. If we annex Canada, there are some major economic questions to tackle. First up, currency. Do we bring the Canadian dollar into the mix, or do we go full stars and stripes and make them adopt the US dollar? Then there's healthcare. Canada's socialized healthcare system is the pride of liberals everywhere. But we all know it comes with sky-high taxes and wait times that make the DMV look efficient. Annexation would mean a massive overhaul to bring their system in line with American standards. Oh, and let's not forget their natural resources. Canada is rich in oil, gas, and timber. Imagine what we could do with all that under American control. Next up, foreign policy. Canada's been coasting under the US defense umbrella for decades, but annexation would bring its own set of challenges. Do we make their armed forces part of the US military? Do we take over their NATO responsibilities? And how would the world react? Russia, for one, would lose its mind. Canada's Arctic region has been a strategic chess piece for years. Annexing Canada would solidify America's position as the undisputed power of the Western Hemisphere. Trudeau might not like it, but hey, that's geopolitics for you. And now for the fun part, culture. Sure, Canadians are polite, but can they handle being part of a country that prides itself on boldness and independence? What happens to hockey? Do we make football their new national sport? And what about Tim Hortons? Would Starbucks crush their beloved coffee chain, or would we see a glorious donut revolution? Also, let's not ignore the language question. Do we let Quebec keep speaking French, or do we finally convince them to speak American? These are the tough questions, folks. But hey, Canada isn't the only option for making America even greater. Remember when Trump floated the idea of buying Greenland from Denmark? Everyone laughed, but think about it. A strategically located landmass rich in resources. Denmark said no, but do we really think this idea is off the table? Expanding America isn't just a fun thought experiment, it's a power play that could reshape the future. So, could Canada become the 51st state? Maybe. Should it? Well, that's up to you. What do you think? Would annexing Canada make America stronger, or is this just another MAGA pipe dream? And what about Greenland? Let us know in the comments below. We want to hear your thoughts on what's next for American greatness. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell for more unapologetically conservative takes from Conservative Direct. Stay informed, stay strong, and stay conservative.